What's up, world? This is King, man. I'm back at it like a crack addict. Hey, check this out. I got good things to say today, man. Good things, man. I hope you're ready, Israel. I hope you're ready, America, European Union. I got like three great ideas. Y'all already know about one. Y'all probably already know about this one. I just posted it on Facebook, but I need to like elaborate, in detail. You know what I'm saying? So we could get to the nitty and gritty right now. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, man. I when I do videos, I'm trying to find better angles and all that. I posted it like that on my. So it might be a little, but it's because it's on my fan. But anyways, uh, this video is a positive video, man. I don't want y'all to think like, oh shit, I wonder if he's gonna do expose again, and oh shit, he's gonna expose people. Nah, this video ain't. I don't think it's gonna be about that. I'm not even thinking that right now. Um, I want to talk about Gaza, what's going on in Gaza right now. Deep down inside, I wanted to wipe all them roaches off the face of this earth. And I know a lot of people were agreeing with me. A lot of people were. But I see in their eyes, the suffering. They're quiet now. They're humbled. They're humbled. Put the fear of God in them motherfuckers. Thanks to Israel for listening to me. Thanks for Israel for standing up, and doing what's right for them too. Because when they curse you, they curse me, goddammit. We are all one, dude. We're all family. When they stole and raped, broke that fence down, and I was on vacation, I think at that time, and I had to fight like hell to get them hostages back. And goddamn well, Israel, y'all couldn't have done none of that without me. None of it. I had to fight like hell just to save them souls. But I'm gonna do something better in the future. But I'm gonna do something better right now. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna send Apaches, Blackhawks, armored trucks, Hummers. We're gonna send them, care packages, not pallets of food. I don't want to do too much pallets of food right now. We'll do enough to keep them going, but not pallets and pallets and pallets and pallets and pallets. It's not. I want them to still stay humble. You know what I mean? I want them to know there's no way out except this way that King's offering. I want them to know when we send these care packages of mine and gifts, it's going to be gift packages as well. There's going to be crosses, Bibles, pictures of Jesus, the heavens, the angels and demons, and the proof about who Allah is, and he's a false god. He's Satan's agenda, and the only thing about Satan's agenda, you go to hell forever and eternity and you burn. And obviously you're already burning right now. You think right now is bad? Wait till you go to hell for the rest of your life and there's no way out. And you get thrown in that lake of fire and you get burned and come back to life and burn again, all over again. Just feel pain and suffering, hot air, lava all over your skin, melting you, bones, burning your eyeballs, your tongue, your insides. I don't even want to tell you how it feels in hell. I don't even want to tell you. But I will tell you it's not what you're destined for. So that's why I'm going to give you a way out. Guys, I hope you're listening to this video too. You know, people in the Middle East, and this video is gonna go worldwide, people. This video is gonna go worldwide. Prisons, you know, Supreme Courts, judges. I mean, they're all gonna see this worldwide. They're gonna say, "Damn, he really knows what the fuck he's doing." Yeah, I do, people. I do. When I see that you have suffered enough, and you're a wicked person. You weren't a brother in Christ like me. You know, you weren't a child of God like me and all my other people. And I see you suffer enough, and you're humble now. You're not talking Allah no more. You're not praising Allah no more. You're not even mentioning him no more. You're not even saying nothing about Allah no more. Why? Because you know he ain't there. You know he ain't saving you. Where is he at? Nowhere. Like I told you, the same thing's gonna happen to Iran when I start striking any day. Shout out to Ukraine. I told you, if you keep striking, I'm gonna keep supplying missiles. The second you stop is the second I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna teach you the hard way. You need to strike every day. Every goddamn day. I'm gonna be that ruler of motherfucking Moscow one way or another. I need you to shoot my missiles and conquer Moscow. And I'm directing those missiles. Just fire them. I'm gonna direct them after that. I supplied them to you. Shoot them. I'll direct them and hit every target, gain ground, and bah. Now I'm the ruler of Russia, and Putin will die. Then World War III won't be as bad. And then after a few more years, everyone's gonna say, what the fuck? We thought World War III was gonna be fucking terrible. Now that we listen to King, if we listen to King, he shows us the way and the truth and the life. You want to live the life? Let's go this way. You want to know the right way? Let's go this way with him. You want to know the truth? He's gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you, people. You know why I know the way, the truth, and the life? Because Jesus is in me, dog. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. He's in me. So I know the way, the truth, and the life. I have an old soul, but a childlike spirit. You see what I'm saying? Balance, baby. I like to have fun. I like to party, but I'm also old school too. You know, I'm not dumb and stupid. You know, I'm not dumb. I'm wise. But I'm not just so old where I can't have fun, or I can't feel young, or act young, or think like I'm young, or look like I'm young. Nah, man, I wanted both. So back to reality. That's reality too, everything I'm saying, but back to the subject. There you go. Yeah, you need to continue to shoot rockets, Ukraine. I'm telling you that right now, because the second you stop, a lot of shit's gonna stop over there too. A lot. And you're gonna say, damn, I need to continue firing. Oh, okay. Well, continue firing and we'll keep supplying you. I will. I told you, don't worry about any of you, baby. You did good. You did good today. The president of EU, I never had a bad vibe from you. I think you're the sweetest lady. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to meet you, shake your hand, get to know you, and take it from there. But I just can't wait to meet you. And I do know you got some corrupt individuals in EU. I know that. I could feel it. I sensed it for years because I was so prolonged. Everything that's happening now should have happened a long time ago. Everything that's happening now should have happened a long time ago. But I had a lot of people worldwide trying to slow me down. Not just here in my city, in the state, in the nation, but all over this planet. Millionaires, billionaires, gangs, stalkers, gangs, government officials, kings, queens, presidents. Not everybody, not every president, not every governor and mayor and cop. I'm not saying everybody. But I'm saying a lot of motherfuckers. God damn, there's 8 billion people. I don't even want to tell you how many were against me. You'll find out one day. The truth will come out. But back to the story, it's not 8 billion no more. Now they see the truth. They see my way is the right way. And they see I'm guiding them to life, man. They see that I'm guiding everybody, not just America, my city, my community. People all over the world know who I am. And they see that I'm standing on my word. My words is gold. Gold. Everything I touch turns to gold. Why do you think so many people want to do business with me? And then so many people also want to do business just to use me. And act like they had the ideas. And act like they could take the credit. But baby girl, baby boy, if you think you one of them, you think I'm going to tell you my ideas just because I want to get set up by you? Nombre. I tell you these ideas because I want to test you. I throw that cheese out because you're a rat, and I know you're going to eat that cheese. But that cheese has poison in it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to suffer for that. Now my other people that do good business with me and know those are my ideas and give me my credit like I give them their righteous credit. You know, if they have the idea, if they're an inventor or the co-finder, I'm going to be like, hey, you're the co-finder. You're the inventor. But I'm going to be this and I'm going to be that. Are you okay with that? Hell yeah, I'm okay with it because you giving me all this. I'm going to be like, so why do you do business with me? Because you're fair, bro. You're not just fair, you're blessing me even more. I'm going to be like, so am I a good business partner? No, not just a good business partner. You're a fucking good king. You're a great king, bro. I glorify you. I praise you, dog. I don't know what else to say. Every day you blow my mind. I'm going to be like, yeah. And it's going to be like that forever. I'm going to blow everybody's mind every day. The shit I do, now that I'm not that the truth's out and people are aware of what's been going on, right? My job's a lot easier now. I don't have to fight for my life to survive. I don't have to worry about exes and all that other bullshit, right? Family that just leech off, you know. And they still got a couple here, but I don't got all them other family members. Cause they're investigated. They're getting investigated every second that goes by. And they're getting locked up every day that goes by. So I'm breathing more and more that every day that goes by. And I'm able to think clearer. And get down to the gritty, you know what I'm saying? And finally do what I'm meant to do here on earth. Like I said I was gonna do. But I still need y'all to do what y'all have to do. So this video is a lot. So I'm gonna touch base on a lot of things, people. A lot of things, man. Not a lot, like overwhelming. I'm about 30% there right now, 35. Till I get to 100. I got a lot already off my chest, you know, but you know, Ukraine, don't stop, bro. Don't stop. Because we don't have to go to war. Europe, I'm just getting you hot and ready like Little Caesars just in case, bro. Just in case. Because we gotta keep supplying. I'm sending y'all missiles, y'all supply Ukraine. And keep doing that. That do like an L. L, you know what I'm saying? Show them love. Like an L with love. First letter of love is L. Shoot to you, guide it to Ukraine. Shoot to you, guide it to Ukraine. The second they stop firing, stock up on those missiles until they learn. Until they learn. Oh, we're getting hit again. If they act stupid and don't listen to me, stock up on the missiles. Teach them the hard way. Oh, we want missiles. We're going to fire this time. Okay, we'll shoot you more missiles. Which ones you want? The best. Okay, we'll send you the best. But if you don't fire one, we're not going to send you no more. But if they drink all the water every day, and I give them all the water to prosper and stay strong and healthy and thrive and survive, I swear to God, Ukraine, you will have liberty faster. You'll have peace faster. You'll be able to sleep in peace faster. Go home and cook a meal in peace with your family faster. And tuck your kids into bed faster. As well as you and your wife. And go faster. Everything will come faster. Yours, my country over there, my state, whatever, will thrive again faster. Y'all see chaos, y'all see problems, I see solutions, I see blessings, I see it easy. This is easy to me. I'm too wise for this shit. I'm too brave for this shit. I'm too overqualified for this shit. I told God, I'm too overqualified. And He knows it. He knows it. He knows it. I know it too. I'm overqualified for war. You know, turning chaos into blessings. I'm overqualified. I could turn hurricane into a fucking rainbow if I wanted to. And have dolphins jump in the middle and pots of gold in the fucking ends of it. You know, when there was a fucking hurricane and sharks, great whites, hunting, I mean, I could turn it into blessings in a heartbeat. I could keep it going, or I could keep it flowing, or I could turn it into a miracle in a heartbeat and keep that going. It's all up to what I see and what I feel and what I sense and what I know. Like what I know, see, and sense and feel with Gaza, they're ready. That's why I'm gonna send, back to that subject, I'm gonna send drones that drop bombs just like Ukraine drones. I'm gonna send Apaches, armored trucks. I'm gonna send coordinates when we drop these care packages off and get packages so they could, and I'm gonna give them, you know, a little radios, you know, so they could hear the word of God. You know what I'm saying? And not just read it, but plug it to their ears, you know. So the more they hear it, the more they surrender. You know what I'm saying? The more I'm gonna send them cheap little, you know, iPods or something. I'm gonna send them something that they could just plug in their ears, the kids, the moms, the dads, and just block all distractions and just hear the word of God. And then open, you know, and read too at the same time when they're, you know, whatever. I'm gonna do it all. Give them pictures. Give them coordinates. Tell them you got 2 weeks. I'm gonna give them 2 weeks. If I need to add another week after that, I'll do it. If I need to add 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks, I'll do it. If I continue to seeing souls going and going and going and going, I'm gonna keep that door open. And God's gonna do, you know, one person that gets saved, child, woman, or man. Heaven parties, bro. Heaven throws a party for each soul that gets saved on earth. Do you know that I'm gonna save thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands just by doing this? I don't know how many people are left alive in Gaza. I wish I could save 1 million. If there's 1 million souls left, I hope I could save 800,000. I really do, man. 500, 6, 7, 8, 900,000. I'm sure I won't be able to save everybody, but I know I'll save probably about 85, 90%, which is more than enough, because I humbled their ass. I took their God away from them. I showed them who the real fucking God is. And that real fucking God is in me. And they know that. And they see that and feel that now. And they want to know that God. They want to know that God that's in me. Well, guess what, guys? I'm sending that God to you. Follow that God. I'm going to show you that God. I'm going to show you how to survive to that location. Stay safe and survive to that location. I'm giving you a way to survive. I'm gonna need you to wear white rags, white t-shirt, something white on your body to show me that you surrender to God, to my authority, to my God, to my heavenly kingdom, to my kingdom that's in heaven and also on earth. You see that cross? Follow that. You see that cross? Follow that. You see that star, that cross? Follow that. I'm telling you, man. You know what I like NATO Star a lot? Which is this flag right here. Do you see the one I have on my hand? Right here. Right? Do you see the head, the arms, and the feet, right? It looks like a cross, right? The head goes up, worships, wisdom, knowledge. The arms symbolize reach, past the world. Look at the arms. It goes, the world is in the middle. You see the circle? To me, that symbolizes earth, the world. You see the feet? That means grounded, bold, standing on business, God damn it. You're bold, standing on business, then you got the reach of the world. I told you I'm going to have military all over this world. NATO bases all over this world. One day. And I am. And then I also have knowledge. I'm connected to the source. I'm connected to God. I get my wisdom. My prayers go up. And my answers come down. And then the center of the star, everything's centered right in the middle of the earth. My heart, my desires, my prayers, my gifts, my ways, my truths, my lives. Everything that my heart desires in the center. That's why I always love my NATO flag. I'll get to the European flag another day. But that NATO star speaks volumes, man. It speaks a lot. So respect that NATO star. As well as my European flag. Because that European flag symbolizes something else. But I'm going to get to that another day. When I'm hot and ready to tell you about that. But back to subject. I'm going to need a lot of y'all to get together. Pastors in this world. Come as one, as a body of Christ, and say, God's will is done. You know, start giving Him praise, because it's going to happen, people. I already know. I see it. I humbled their ass. I took their God from their ass. I killed their God. I didn't just take them. I killed their God in Gaza. And, you know, I thank Israel for stepping up to the plate. You know, I wish Ukraine would step up like you. You know, finally they're starting to get a little hard on for Moscow for once. You know, and I don't got Trump telling them no, no, no. You know, Trump's like, fuck, just let them fight it out now. I don't even want to get in the middle of it. Because Trump knows if you stand in my way, it's not going to work, bro. Anybody stands in my way, you're going to have a problem. You're not going against me, you're going against God. Not just me. But God's power is in me. All His power. That He trusts me with. You know. Which is pretty much all His power. And I could use it in a drop of a dime, but I gotta control it. I gotta learn to control it. Learn to, you know, learn when to use it and when not to. Not just learn, but I've been learning. I've already learned. You know, I could already send those hurricanes over here. I could already send sharks to eat people and bees to sting people, and you know. But I see a lot of people waking up. They're smelling the coffee and they love it. They're like, ooh, you know, hazelnut, vanilla, pecans, cinnamon. I never smelled coffee like that. I always had decaf. No shame, no, I'm not hating on decaf, but I'm just saying, man. I'm full of flavors, you know what I'm saying? I got different ways, different styles, you know, different ways of teaching. I'm very humble enough to say that I'm never gonna stop learning either, because I'm always looking, always learning day in, day out. I know more than you. I know that. I know I'm more overqualified. That's why I'm gonna be the top world leader of this world one day. At the very top. Nobody's gonna be above me, because I'm overqualified. Nobody else is more qualified than me. Nobody else has these gifts like me. Nobody else has this knowledge and wisdom like me. Nobody knows how to fight and when to pull back like me. No one knows when to talk and shut up like me. You know, nobody knows when to stand on business, whether you die or not. But stand on business to prove your point like me. Not just to prove your point, but to show the world your point. So the point that you show is the right point. And they finally realized when he was getting laughed at and, you know, mocked and being treated like shit and shamed and, you know, blasted worldwide, the whole time he fucking knew what he was doing. And here we were partying, and we never saw none of this coming. And the truth is, people, none of y'all did. But except a handful of my people that I went to the mental hospital. They knew a storm was coming, but not like the way I knew it. They didn't go deep down the rabbit hole like I did. But they knew, damn, I'm in a rabbit hole, and this shit sucks. But they didn't see how deep I went. They couldn't even see me. Until one day I popped up and they said, who the fuck is this nigga? This nigga looks like us, he acts like us, but he came from the dark. He moves like us, he smells like us, he acts like us, talks like us. He even thinks like us. He's even connected like us. But he came from hell. And then when they find out who I was, who I really am, oh, he's a chosen one. Oh, he's a royal king? The one they've been hiding? Now I get it. Now I get it. Now I'm part of help. What? Wait till the world hears about that, people. You know, I had a download last night. A city cop. A Walio man, a white man, a little older than me. For once in my life, I told he knew I was a chosen one. He actually knew. So he didn't fuck with me. But I told him, yeah, wait till you find out I'm royalty. And he looked at me and he went back to his old cop ways. And I told the girl in front of me, I said, it's funny how a lot of people still think I'm loony or something. Okay. I'll let you think what you want, cop. I'll let you think what you want. Because one day, the truth's gonna come out. Because this is just deeper than being chosen, people. You think they did all this shit to me because I'm chosen? Please. There's a lot more to it. But I ain't gonna get there right now. I'm too busy to focus on more shit right now. I can't strike at the top because some of y'all still gotta wake up. Some of y'all are still stuck in Looney and Matrix and lost in La La Land and scared to fight for what's right and scared to even think what's right and scared to even act right. You know, to you, that's weird. You know, that's weird. I'm used to deceiving and manipulating, stealing, killing. You know, I'm used to that. All of a sudden, one dude changes the fucking world. That's weird, dude. That's weird. One dude has all that power to crush the Matrix and crush Babylon and drain the swamp when I thought it was Trump, but it ain't Trump. When I thought, but if it ain't Trump, it's you? But, and you say, nah, you ain't, I don't want to believe that. I don't believe that. Hell no. Because if you were, this and this will go down. Okay. Like I said in the beginning of the video, people, billions and billions of people, billions of people were against me. Against one. God damn it. What does that tell you? Just because I'm a chosen one? Please, bitch, please humble yourself before you get humiliated and all by yourself. Everyone's gonna look at you and laugh at you the way you laughed at me in my dream. The way you judged me. This was just one cop, by the way. But it's okay, I don't blame him. I mean, this world is holding a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets. Woo! Y'all don't... Y'all have no idea how beautiful this New World Order is going to be. And it's already taking effect. Oh yeah, back to you. I'm going to need you to send your best of the best medicines over here. Trump, I'm going to need you and J.R. Kennedy. I'm going to need the Kennedy to get rid of all the bad medicines like Zoloft and Verga and save a few Vergas. Get rid of all the vaccines. Every single vaccine. I don't even care if it's a baby vaccine. I do not want vaccines in this United States, period. Period. We're not going to have bombs dropping. We're not going to have another COVID-19 breakout. From this day on, it's only going to be war, natural causes, and sicknesses that can't be cured by, and it's not going to be by another COVID strain or fucking bacteria out there. None of that bullshit. It's not going to be man-made. This sickness is going to be like it's already out there. A lot of my enemies are sick already. And doctors don't know how to, they don't even know what the fuck, what kind of sickness it is. They never seen it before. They don't even know how to cure it. They don't even know, and they try and nothing happens. It just gets worse. And it's rapid. It's ugly. Very ugly. Do you think, okay, I know Hulk Hogan got murdered too. But I'll bring him back. By his own family for money. His wife on the video, dude, on his show. I can't stand women that try to take men's purpose in life. Like Tom Brady. He had a beautiful ass wife. He had 7 Super Bowl. I don't know how many fucking Super Bowl rings he got. And his wife's like, oh man, I hate it, dude. I hate it. I just want him to fucking surrender to me so I could take all his shit and bounce. I'm fucking tired of being his wife already. See, that's the way she was thinking. See, with Tom Brady, don't let a woman take your purpose, dude. Tom Brady's Tom Brady. The Hulk should have stayed the Hulk. Yeah, he surrendered to Christ, and that's what opened the door to his evil ass wife. Because she didn't do that. His family didn't do that, but Hope did. So he's in heaven, but I'll bring him back one day. And he knows that. Nobody takes, not the Hulk, but Hulk Hogan. Man, that dude was a diehard Christian, man. And when he comes back, he's going to tell you everything that I said. King was right. I did get murdered by my own family. They were greedy. My wife didn't want to see me happy. She set me up with, this girl to, humiliate me, steal my money. It was all set up since day one. As soon as I surrendered and did the right thing in God's eyes, it was downhill from there. I had surgery after surgery after surgery. People start taking my money after money after money, plotting. The attacks never ended. So she'll go to prison too, and a lot of his family. But we need to focus on my life right now and then get to his. Justice on my life first, so I could have justice for the world. As soon as I get justice after justice, get my money back, and lock people up, and win wars back. I level up, and the world does too. I told you, when I win, the world wins. So as much as I'm gonna win so much, to the point I'm gonna reach Hulk Hogan's family. Oh shit, King's here. Yup. He thought I was never gonna make it or what? Oh, we're going to hell now. Yup. It's checkout time. You going to prison. How dare you kill an innocent man? Well, people, I'm speaking the truth because I know the truth. It's the truth. But we need to focus on justice with me. The more justice I get, I need justice. I need victory. When I get justice, that's victory. When I get victory, you get victory. When my heart's happier, the world's happier. It's when I get victorious, y'all get victorious. I'm the life of the party in this world. The life and the party. Right now I'm all about life and trying to get the party started, but I can't because there's too much to do. They still got to drain the swamp. Yeah, there's people going to the clubs, whatever. But y'all don't know what parties are. Y'all haven't partied with me. Y'all don't know what parties are. You think fucking, what's that MTV show? The Fist Pumpers? Snooki? You think they party? Nah, that's partying. I ain't gonna lie, that's partying and shit, but I'm not talking about partying where you pass out. I'm talking about party like the vibe is just lit. Everybody's just lit. The frequency's perfect. The energy's on fleek. The food, the connections, the words, everything is just fleeked out. Just the colors, the temperature, how about the air, it's gonna be lit, people. Lit. And good job for like I said, every day we need to win court cases, sign warrants, indicts, stop investigating so damn much when you got all the answers. When you got all the answers, go and indict. Go and indict them. Send warrants, kick in doors, send the SWAT, send. Another thing, I do not want to see two female cops together. I want to see a male and a female cop. I do not ever want to see a female cop by themselves. Ever. I don't even care if she takes a shit or a piss. I want that male cop standing by that restroom. Because what I saw with that ex-girlfriend Valerie, that woke my ass up. I do not want a female cop going to my when you arrest my ex-girlfriend Valerie Mendoza, do not send one female cop to get her. No, you send 5 or 6 dudes and then a female cop to pat her down after she's cuffed on her ankles and 3 cuffs on her wrists, you know, and a mask over her face just in case she spits or bites, you know, and then the female cop could pat her down. Because what I saw in my vision, that bitch will kill a cop. She will kill a cop. I saw it in my fucking... I saw it, bro. So you cannot leave a female cop around her. You cannot. You cannot. It's not going to happen. I won't allow it. It's not going to happen. So I'm not going to think or worry about that. But from this day on, worldwide, I do not want to see a female cop by themselves. Even a female soldier by themselves. They got to have a male backing them up at all times. Looking at, y'all both look after each other. In a cop car or, you know, when y'all are doing, you know, city duties or whatever. And cops, if you're a lazy cop and you're not doing the right thing, I'm sorry, you're losing your crown, your badge, you're getting replaced today. You know, I know there's a lot of gangsters, you know, you don't want them stalking you and you don't want to fight. And, well, that's what you signed up to be a cop for, and you're not doing it, you know. Obviously, you're just standing there to be pretty, look pretty, think you're cool, or just trying to fill Satan's agenda and be corrupt. So bye-bye. You're getting laid off, not laid off, fired. And you're never going to be a cop again because you're either corrupt or lazy, or both. This goes for correctional officers worldwide too. And I'm going to replace y'all with angels, better ones, right away. And these people are going to be clean cut but humble as fuck, calm, always alert, and not cuffing the first motherfucker they see. They're going to hear everybody's side of the story and not just make, you know, just because 5 people are projecting all this evilness on one person like everybody did to me and then cuff me and not hear my side. Nah. See, people, demons act like that. A person that stands on his word and truth, all it takes is one. Why does he have to hire 5 more? Why? Why does he have to recruit 5 more to say why if he's standing on his truth? He doesn't need backup. His truth will, you can have 5 billion people. The truth will always outshine. The truth will always stand. Why do you think I'm standing and all the lies are falling? Because I'm the truth. I'm the way, the lie, people. He's in me. So, cops, authority figures, you know, judges, you know, supreme judges. If you're getting attacked by 5 flying monkeys, and you got one calm, humble dude, and they're projecting all that shit that they do onto him, what does that say? He's not the target. They are. So don't judge him. Say, why does it take 5 niggas to jump on one humble ass dude that's calm, that hardly says any words, that exposes everything about you, and every time he does, y'all get louder and louder and louder. Y'all get turned into flying monkeys and crazy and chaos and start cursing and, you know, yelling and kicking and throwing and, you know, threatening. But I don't see none of that shit that you project on him and coming out of his aura, his energy, his ways, his eyes, his soul, his spirit. He doesn't have none of that shit. So think about that, people. Not just cops, feds, you know, Secret Service, Homeland Security. If they're lazy and not doing their job, they're fired. Fired, I'm replacing them with new people. So there's a lot of people right now in, you know, learning law, you know, people in colleges right now, universities that are ready to be cops. You know, colleges, you know, Del Mar, you know, A&M, Kingsville, Austin, you know, everywhere in Texas and everywhere in the United States and everywhere in this world. They may be 20 years old, but they got the desire to to drain the swamp. They got the desire to stop bad guys. You know, I gotta shut the Walmarts down also, man. These Walmarts, that I told you, feds, there's a lot of evil going on in the back of the side, inside Walmart, in the very back, you know, where no one could see. Mark my words, there's some evil shit going down in every Walmart. Not to mention their fucked up food they pass out, and fucked up people that they connect, you know, their organization with, the Satan's agenda. I don't know everything about Walmart, everything. They're connected with FEMA. Their plans are not working. They're not gonna work. Because I'm taking my time. I'm being patient to awaken the people, to expose the people that are bad, right? So the good people could do something about it, and not sit on their little asses and just, no. Time to lay the hammer down. Guilty, 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 guilty. Prison, 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 prison. You know, why do you think I'm opening up more prisons, and hiring more law officials, firing them? Because I'm not telling you to go take out a whole fucking gang in one day with just 6 cops. You know, no, I'm not. I'm fair. Behind the scenes, I'm bringing, right now, as I speak, it's in motion. I'm bringing military police, I'm bringing more SWAT to my city, and I'm going to drain the fuck out of Texas, migrate to California, and we're going to do the same shit in Cali. Then we're going to go to help out Florida with the little bit they need. By the way, the governor of Florida, I like you, bro. I like you. You're cool. You're a good dude. I don't know you, but I like you. I like how you talk. I like you, bro. But I don't know you. So therefore, I'm sending my invitation that one day I would love to get to know you. But I don't see you as a bad guy. I know you ain't no angel, you know, saint, you know, I know you sin, you know, just like me. But I don't see bad in you. I don't see same thing with my governor and senator in Texas. I don't know, they ain't perfect. I know they sin too. I know they made bad choices with me. Not bad choices, decisions. And I know they regret it. But as long as they regret it and they're aware that they will never do it again, that's all I care about. For the sake of humanity too, you know, and they don't walk with ego and pride, and they actually care about human life. I can't wait till we take over Cali and take out that governor, and then go to Florida and help that governor, and then go to Chicago and New York and help that. You know, we got to do this as fast as we can, as smooth as we can, and stand on business. Stand on business. Don't let no when you do raids in let's just say they use a kid or a bad bitch, you know, a trap queen, you know, to answer the door half naked, to throw your, you know, spirit off a little bit. I want the next cop behind me to go and pull that bitch. Say, bitch, we don't care if you had naked. We in to get all these motherfucking roaches in this house. And since you think you could stop us, we gonna lock your ass up too for being part of this. Well, I didn't know, bitch. Come on, you opening your legs. What do you mean you don't know? You know exactly what's going on here. No! Put a towel on that bitch, take her to the fucking county. My mom's out. Get my mom, Sergio, Delgado, that crew. Oh, man. And then all my city cops are going to be like, oh, my God, they got Sergio. That are bad. All the bad cops. And all the good cops are going to say, oh, fuck. They got Sergio. They worshipped him. And I knew that nigga was crooked. I fucking knew it, dog. Every time I was around that nigga, I just fucking knew it. I knew King was right. And then there was another cop here that knows that I'm right. But he's like, damn, I'm outnumbered, King. And I'm like, not for long, buddy boy. Not for long. You know, you're not outnumbered no more. I got heavy hitters coming. And these heavy hitters don't play. So, you're going to have to lock them up. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to overwhelm you. I don't want you to be afraid either. And I know you're going to run into some gangsters and this and that. But you have my blessing. You have my blessing. Bro, if I don't die, I'm the chosen one. I tell you, you have my blessing. That you'll come out victorious. Believe what I say. Believe what I say. But you cannot go 1 deep. Or just 2 deep. You got to go at least 5 cars. You know, 4 or 5 cars deep to each house. At least 4 or 5 cars deep to each house. And each cop car has to have 2 cops in them, at least. Has to have 2 cops in them. And then the SWAT, and then the feds, no, and then the drones. All you gotta do is shoot tear gas in the windows. You know, kick down the door, throw tear gas. Smoke them out. They're roaches. They'll come running out, coughing and shit. Tase them, mace them. Shoot them if you have to. If you see your life's in threat, shoot them. If they have a knife, shoot them. If they have a gun, shoot them. Tell them put it down. If they don't, shoot them. Tell them you got to count to 3. You don't put it down now, you're dead. I'm filling you up with lead like a pencil. 1, 2, 3. Nope. All right. Y'all gonna have victory, people. Don't worry. Once you get my mom in checky, all the crooked cops in this town, and not just Checky, but also Mark Gonzalez, the DEA, not DEA, but the DA, the district attorney. Please, man. Once you get him, game over. My mom, Sergio, the DA. It's gonna cause so much pain, suffering, and chaos. Even the gangsters in the city are gonna see they don't have no more power. The gangsters, the cartels, are gonna say, damn, our plug is gone. Our plugs, our money, our transactions ain't coming fast enough. You know, am I even gonna get paid for this if I do it? You know, damn, I don't even got food to survive. You know, I don't got this, I don't got that. You know, so, but it's gonna be beautiful, people. It's gonna be beautiful. But I'm gonna finish the video as fast as I can. Back to Israel. We're gonna have to send choppers, you know, white towels, guide them to the place to get baptized, accept Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. Get, you know, as soon as they accept that, do that, they get the Holy Spirit in them. They become one of us. They can live with us in Israel or come to America or Europe, because now they're a Christian. Now they're one of us. They're an angel. They're not a demon. So now they're family. We'll say I'll open my door to them. So they're gonna thrive, get a job, and get a house, and just be a happy family. And I want them to know that. But if they don't accept Jesus Christ, they're gonna continue to get bombed till they end up dead. Because all of Gaza is gonna get flattened out, all of it. Hospitals and everything. At the very end, it's gonna be the hospitals, you know. And that means the nurses are gonna have to come to doctors too. They're gonna have to say, do I want Jesus or die here, you know, and go to hell with these guys. But I'm giving them a way out. You know, I'm giving them a way out. You cannot say that King's, you know, evil or no. If I was, I wouldn't offer this. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to offer this. Even Jesus and God knows I don't have to. But I told God, I know I can save some people now. I humbled the ass, you know. And I'm going to do the same thing, repeat the same thing to Syria, Lebanon, Iran. You know, once we humble them enough and put the fear of God in them, and I don't hear them screaming Allah no more, and they're begging for food and getting sick, and, you know, they looking like sticks and stones like they wanted me to be, and my kids, and your kids, and you to be. If they could, they would. You know, rape you and, you know, just drain you, laugh, you know, extortion and thieving and lying. Trust me, they lucky I'm giving them a way out. They lucky. Even God knows. Even God knows. But I know God's gonna glorify me for that. You know, He's gonna say, "Damn, no wonder I chose you, because you got a heart. You got a heart." So I'm gonna need, you know, Israel's president, you know, Bibi. That's the man right there. That's my man right there, Bibi. That's a cool ass nickname. Ever since I heard his name Bibi, I was like, I like that name. That's cool. But nah, man, we gonna have to work together, Bibi, and do this right. Put the fear of God in them. Strike. Keep striking at Iran, dude. I'm gonna need you to strike at Iran and Syria. Don't stop. Same thing with Ukraine. We gotta keep draining the swamp in this world. It's not just here in America, people, or in my city, or in Texas. We gotta do it in Ukraine, Russia, Middle East. You know, right now North Korea is like, damn, I can't even help Russia no more. You know, Ukraine got their balls back. You know, they got weapons now. You know, and they striking, dog. They striking to the point where they gonna win. If they continue to strike like King told them to, you know, they gonna win. King and him they gonna win. King and all of them, they gonna win. King's gonna rule that nation. So, you know, and Trump, I just want you to continue to do the right thing, Trump. Just go, bro. I know you're getting hit. I don't want to get too deep into that, but, you know, I know and the world knows what's going on. But we need you, Trump. We need you. We need you to keep doing deals. Don't, you know, drop that 15 or 30% tariffs with EU and crush it. No more tariffs, Trump, at all. No more tariffs. Just no more. Because all that's gonna do is it's not good to no tariffs at all with anybody. But when it comes to Russia, yeah, we're gonna have to drain their money. We're gonna have to drain their money. We're gonna have to put the fear of God in them like we did Iran. And, you know, we gonna have to, Trump. That boy's not your boy, you know. He never been your boy. Even your wife will tell you that. I told you that a long time ago. And a lot of other people, now that they're awakened. But we need you, Trump, so, you know. But I'm gonna need my governor and senator of Texas to link up every day and strike hard, drain the swamp here in Corpus, then go to San Antonio, Austin, Houston, Dallas, and then we could go to Cali. You know what I'm saying? Then we could go to Cali. Remember, Texas made, making America develop equally. That's what MADE stands for. Texas in Hebrew means ally, friend, homie. You know. So, yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to stay like this, man. Stay strong. You know, I know the governor of Cali, he knows we're coming. I know he does. I know he does. And I know Trump and all my higher ups are going after him too, because when that fire happened and the water was shut off, and come on, bro, the water was shut off. That's a wrap. Apake. That fool was bought off, new. That I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We're gonna have to replace him with an angel and the mayor. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna be replaced with it. So I'm gonna need ICE to step up again and continue to, run over people. If you gotta run them over, ICE. I'm telling you right now, bro. Nobody's gonna stop us from getting these bad guys out of this. We're only going after the bad guys right now. The bad ones. The Ricos. We're going after those. We don't have to get every single motherfucker right now, family and kids. Go after the bad ones, especially here in my city. It's time. It's time. So I talked about Ukraine, Russia, talked about, the Middle East, Gaza. I talked about EU, the tariffs, drop it down to zero again. We're going to supply each other, balanced, fair. No one's going to get up one or another. And if someone's not agreeing, we will make it right again. Okay? Some way, somehow, I will see a better, but that's not going to happen. But if it does, I'll bring a blessing out of it right away. Just like I did with the windmills and solar panels. So we're going to save a lot of souls here in Gaza. So be prepared, Israel. I know you might say, fuck, man. You might, I don't know, BB, you might say, you know what, King, I actually like that idea. I was kind of feeling bad for those kids. Yeah, a little bit of me did. Especially back then. Back then, I would have been like, no. But as much as I know now, they lucky I gave them a way out. They lucky. And they lucky as well. Because we didn't have to do this. I didn't have to do this. So, and my city cops here, man, the good ones here, don't give up hope, man. Always stay humble, never be corrupt. Easy money, fast money is not good money, man. You want to make real money, make it the right way. You're going to make real money that will last. Remember, when you sign up to be a cop, it's like signing up for war. You don't know what could happen. When I answered that call from God, 13 years ago, when I was 26, I'm 38 now. When God, called me and woke me up 3 a.m. and told me all this, I knew what I was signing up for. I told him, I said, they gonna kill me. He says, fear not, for I'm with you. In a strong voice, I told him, no, God, you're not listening. You're not comprehending what I'm saying to you. There's never been a king here in this United States. Do you know what you're telling me to do? He says, yes. No, he didn't say yes. I told him, do you know? They're going to kill me, bro. And he told me in a greater, mightier voice, but more calm. Fear not, for I am with you. So after that, I said, oh, he did hear me then. I heard the same thing twice. So ever since then, I had balls of steel. And they're never going to never go away. I got balls of steel. Because I know, fear not, for he is with me. And he even said, I told him, he told me this. He said, I will heal you from every sickness and disease. And every time they do kill you, I'll bring you back. And I told him, every time. He says, yes, son, they're gonna kill you quite a bit. I said, fuck. Damn, like that? You have to be that goddamn honest? And I was like, fuck, you gotta fucking... You're straight up to the point like me, bold as fuck like me, funny. You got a humor like me. God, I love you. You're my type. You're my type of God I worship for life. I said, but damn. I said, how many times are you gonna do it? He says, you'll see. I said, fuck. I said, damn. But he says, you know, I remember those 2 words, fear not, for I am with you. So every time they did something to me, it's like, and I take my last breath and I know I'm gonna die and croak, I'm like, damn, I'll come right back. I love you, God. Accept my heart. You know, I pray to him right away, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna croak right now, God. So just know I love you with my whole body, with my heart and soul. Take my heart and soul. And then I die. And then I have all these downloads while I'm dead of what they're saying and why they did this, and you know. And then I wake back up and they're like, what the fuck? He's alive. And I'm like, I told you I'll come back. So if I'm here and I keep rising from the dead and I keep coming back, people, there's a reason for it. There's a purpose for it. Not because I'm the chosen one. It's because I got a bigger, higher calling than that. And if you think I ain't royalty, and if you think I ain't the more than just royalty, or you think I'm just gonna walk on water one day and that's it, you got a big ass wake up call coming your way. God damn, way big ass waking call coming your way. So I love y'all, man. I think this message was beautiful. I didn't probably cuss once or twice, you know, but not at you. I cussed with you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't threaten nobody. I just spoke my truth, spoke from my heart. You know, I told you the truth from my heart. You know, and I told you the way, you know, I told you what's the right way. You know, we can win souls. We can win, not win, we are going to win souls. I am. But because you're following my lead, God's going to say in heaven when we get there later on in life, he's going to say, since you obeyed my king, my chosen one that I made king to rule over all nations, and you honored him, respected him, you praised him, you glorified him, and you worshiped me, and you listened to him, and you helped save them souls. You were part of supplying food to them. You were part of protecting them on their path to getting baptized. Because you obeyed the king, I put a little extra gift in your mansion over here. Well, what's the gift? You'll see him going there. But then when you get to heaven, you walk in your own mansion. You know, you're going to be like, oh, shit. Man, God takes notes of everything. You should see my mansion already. It ain't even done. Even my daughter, Michaela, she said, Dad, your mansion's the biggest mansion in heaven. Biggest. And it's at the very top, and everybody's is, you know, everybody that listened to you, that were good to you, will be right next to you. And then all this, you know, the rest, you know, as, you know, citizens will be down the mountains, you know, the hills and shit. But she says yours is at the very top. And she says everybody's gonna want to come to your house though, Dad, because you got the biggest mansion. And you got all this shit going on over there. You got ballrooms, banquet halls, kitchen the size of a mansion, you know. She says you love to cook, and I was like, and at that time years ago I was like, but now I love to cook. I fucking tear it up in the kitchen. If I had everything, like all the spices and cheeses, oh man, I love to add, learn, taste. Like the other day, just yesterday, I put white milk, chocolate milk, strawberry milk, peanut butter, a little bit of honey, chocolate chip chewy cookies, strawberries, pineapples, blueberries, peanuts, raisins, M&Ms. I'm missing one more thing. Oh yeah, the cinnamon, the cereal, the cinnamon crunch, the square brown cinnamon, the cinnamon crunch. Yeah, I started adding all this shit, and I took a swig out of it, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna make a killing off this shit one day." Which, by the way, you can't copy. I already got it copyrighted, people. I'm gonna make my own milkshakes like that, you know. I'm gonna make some other shit into it too, that healthy shit, organic shit. Now I got something else I didn't add in there that I didn't tell you, but nah, let's just say you gonna fucking make your soul's gonna do backflips and your head's gonna spin spiritually. You know, until you finish that drink, you're gonna come back to your senses. You're gonna, and it's gonna be all healthy shit. So don't bite off me. You'll get in trouble. It's copyrighted already, people. No. Everyone does milkshakes with strawberries, pineapples, and yapake milk. And maybe ice. Maybe an egg. Sometimes people put egg. I used to do that. Because egg, you know, I used to eat raw eggs like Rocky Balboa back in the day in high school. Just crack them. I used to eat like 3 every day. For sure, every day I ate 3. I remember one day I ate 6. But I was full. The very first time I ate a raw egg, man, it was ugly though. It took a while to get used to. Because that yolk, if it pops in your mouth, it fills you back. Your mouth gets full back. You're like, fuck, I got swallowed that too. Yeah, so. But after a while, you know, it just, you get used to it. But yeah, it's been that was a long time ago. But yeah, don't copyright it. I mean, don't copy me, people. I got my own shit, my own swag. Don't try this, because you will get in trouble. You will get in trouble. Like I said, I put some other shit in there. So if you try to act like you, then you still get in trouble. Even though I added more, I have more shit in there that I'm not telling you about, because I'm not dumb like that. I'm not gonna tell you every goddamn thing, because I'm putting this out there to see if you're a roach, to see if you're a rat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't go home and do it, you know, half of that, you know, at your home. I'm not saying you could do that, half of it. But if you do it and start acting like you could sell that shit, you know, to somebody, I'll be like, nah. I think you're gonna have to get sued. You ain't gonna steal King's motherfucking ways, King's ideas and shit. So, but anyways, I got special things for my people. So stay tuned, stay in touch, you know. Everybody on the news, you know, I know there's a handful that don't like me, and there's a lot that do, because they see the real me, you know what I'm saying? And when I see the crowds in the community look at me, I'm like, you know, they're like, you know, and I wave hi, and they're like, they don't know what, they pull back, they're like, they don't know what to do. So I'm like, nah, like I'm trying to learn to be what's that word? Like I could bond with anybody, right? I could connect with any crowd, punk rockers, you know, rich folks, you know, homeless, you know, whites, blacks, browns, Chinese. I could kick in and vibe with anybody. But back then, I was rejected by everybody. So I had to make my own path. And now that I'm doing my own shit, everybody's like, Where the fuck did he come from? I thought he was a loner. We never invited him to parties. And if he did show up, he was the life of the party and we got jealous. You know, if he did show up, you know, he took our girl or our girls had a crush on him, so we had to kick his ass out. Or, you know, or if he did show up, he had the better weed and we felt like we had mojo, you know, Jamonia weed, you know, and everybody was just hating, dude, hating, just hating. Because I like good shit, you know, the best. Which, by the way, my flavors of strands will be coming out soon. You know, and as my strands are getting stronger and as my buds grow on the plants, I'm gonna show it, you know, on YouTube. It's gonna be all over, you know, TV. This, you know, brand new strands of, you know, marijuana's coming out. You know, it's gonna say King Goo, King Richard Hayes, you know, Crown White or White Crown. I think I said Crown White. And then the other one's gonna be fuck. I wrote it on Facebook. Red Haze. Alright. Oh, Royal Blood. Damn, that one's gonna be red. Like green with red. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have red hairs, red leaves. Oh man, that motherfucker's gonna, I call that one Royal Blood. I'm telling you, all this is gonna be sticky. Damn, you know. Damn, dog, I could taste it, dude. It's on my teeth. I don't even gotta brush my teeth for a week now. My breath smells good. Look. Ooh, babe, kiss me. That's what your shorty's gonna say. Yo, your mouth tastes like Fruity Pebbles with a dab of honey and peaches. Thanks to King Richard. that Royal Blood, baby. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna have a blast. And then if you got diabetes and shit, or high blood pressure, or a lot of my marijuana is gonna, you know, different strands is gonna do this strand's gonna do that, this strand's gonna... A lot of strands already to this day, you know, do certain things, but mine, they're gonna do double or triple of healing, you know what I'm saying? Different things, you know, if you got, you know, ADHD or, you know, people in the army, you know, if you deal with you get scared easy, or like PTSD, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot of shit, just a lot of shit. Even health concerns too, especially health concerns. You'll see, it's already happening. It's in the making. But any day now, I'm gonna have my plants, my Pacific strains that I'm talking about, come out on world news, local news, and I'm gonna be so happy. I don't care if they're 3 feet, 2 feet. I just want to see them progress. You know, and I want people to start smoking them too. You know, as soon as they start smoking them, they're gonna be on TV, giving their, you know, their input on the strand. You know, they've been smoking it for 2 weeks straight, and they're gonna tell you every side effect they feel. You know, they're gonna tell you word for word that I told you. You know, hey, it tastes good. It stays in your mouth. You know, it actually really tastes good, bro, and it smells good, and it stinks, but it stinks like Dro, but like a little, like cologne, like you could actually go places with this kind of smell, you know, without people saying, oh, that motherfucker stinks like weed. But people, weed is not bad. Weed is not bad. I can't wait to smoke with you if you think weed's bad. I'll be like, you think it's bad? Come here. Let's just take a hit. Just take a hit. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't have to do it for the rest of your life. Just try my strand. Just try it. Take one hit. You're gonna cough like a motherfucker for sure. You get high like a motherfucker for sure, but you're gonna say, fuck, this is so much better. I feel smart. I feel like a clown. I feel like I could laugh. I feel like going to a comedy show and smoking this shit and just laugh. You know what I'm saying? Or I feel like going to work or doing homework at home, or or looking up information and smoking this this Richard Hayes, man. I feel wise and smart and intelligent with this strain. That royal blood's gonna make you feel like royalty. You're gonna be like, damn, I feel like I deserve to be in a fucking spa. You know what I'm saying? At the jacuzzi. You know what I'm saying? At the beach, just kicking it. Eating grapes, pineapples and shit. That's a life, man. Telling you people. So you'll be seeing my strands out there any day. I can't wait to see them. I got a lot of growers already growing them. Adding different things. They already aced it. The plants I already got it, but we got to continue to grow them. The same. I might add better color to it. I don't know. It might just be perfect already. I don't know. I haven't got into it. That's why I'm asking them to touch base with me on that, because I'm ready to see how far I am with that, or how far we are with that. You know what I'm saying? So I think I checked every box with this message. This message will be downloaded and shot on Facebook like I always do. So my law enforcement here, don't worry, you got backup coming. Don't overwhelm yourself, but you gotta strike every day, dude. Do something. And don't have a girl by herself. Always have a guy and a girl. Never have two girls together. It's always gonna be a guy and a girl. This has to happen in Europe, everywhere in this world. And vice versa. The guy goes to the restroom, I want the girl, to look after her. Just like in prison, you got your homeboys looking after you when you take a shit in the shower or shave. You got to do the same shit, when you're a cop. You have to. Just so that everybody knows, hey, these cops are in order, dog. They ain't stupid. Look at them. Ain't no gangster hard-ass nigga out there gonna get one up on these cops. Now, the crooked ones, look at them. The gangsters could hit them anytime they want, dog. They won't even see it coming. But these righteous ones, look at them. Ain't nothing gonna happen to those motherfuckers. Damn right. But the crooked ones are being replaced, man. Don't. Like I said, they're either crooked and lazy, or lazy and crooked, or they're just lazy. Or they're just crooked. Or they're just scared. But remember, you signed up for that. So don't cry wolf, when you get fired, man. Not when, but if you get fired. Because if you do get fired, you know you're that guy. Then you're that guy. But if you don't get fired, you're not that guy. You're a righteous man. Everyone knows you are. Don't worry about it. Bravo, bro. You gonna keep going. You gonna keep going. Keep rising and rising. Watch, bro. Oh, okay. All right, man. I'm overwhelmed and with joy right now, man. This is a good message. I'm proud to download this one and shoot it out. Like I said, I think I hit every subject that I was meant to hit. And EU and Trump, you know, drop it down to zero. You know, we're gonna have to let them bring medicines, European medicines over here, get rid of the bad ones. Zola, Verga, Depakote, you know, all the vaccines, all of them. And Trump, I don't want to hear, you know, in 2027 they'll get rid of the dyes. And Trump, all it takes is for the owner of the business to tell his employees, do not put dyes in the food no more. That's it. Why does it have to take 2 years for that owner to tell the employees to do that? Make that make sense to me. It makes no sense to me or the world. I'm not stupid, you know. It needs to get done now. So, you know, and they're, because if they don't, I don't even want to say they don't. They're just gonna go downhill from there, man. Because they know themselves they could do they can make the right change, but they chose not to. So somebody else is gonna be the CEO of that company and run it right away, and they go get sued and lose and domino effect after that. And I'll take over. I'll be the CEO for not listening to me. So I know you're president for now, and I need you. Not president forever, but you're president for now. And right now, and I need you to get on the phone with them and tell them, look, you know, sorry to say, but you got to do it now, man. If not, you're gonna get sued, and fuck. All right, I'll do it. That's it. That's all it took. Just one phone call, bro. One phone call. It's all it's gonna take. To the foods, to the vaccines, to these medicines, and then EU's medicines. You know, they're gonna produce a lot of medicines, and we're gonna distribute them to America. And you're gonna see a lot of our people getting healed, a lot of my people here, because Europe has better food, better medicines, better care. And then everyone's gonna say, I like Europe. And everyone's gonna say, man, we need Europe, dog. China's cheap. They do a lot of shit, fast production, but they're snakes. You know what I'm saying? They're always, I mean, when we eat Chinese food, we don't even know if we're eating fucking cat or dog. You know, and then they did COVID, and then on us, and COVID-19, and, you know. But Europe, what the fuck has Europe done to us? Nothing but sit on their asses? Nah. They just been doing them, bro. But now that the European president is, like I said, I like her, man. I like that lady right there. She's a good lady. But I know people underneath her are not on her page or my page or our page. Not every European leader, because you got kings over there that are underneath the kings, that are part of the European, you know, leader, the crew, and their beliefs are what beliefs are under that king. They're not underneath this king. You know what I'm saying? So, like the president, the Weta I'm talking about, she knows my heart. She knows, dog, what's up. She knows. And she knows not everybody's gonna agree. That's a given, but you need to. Mija means, you know, babe, you know, yeah, you need to lay off them world leaders that are lazy, that are not on the same page, and replace them with leaders that you could trust and that will get shit done immediately. So do that, and I'm gonna give you a raise. Same thing to you, Trump. You know, get these foods. Oh yeah, EU foods. I'm gonna want EU to distribute a lot of foods over here too, because as I shut the Walmarts down, one by one, you know, and take foods off their counters, you know, and drain them, you know, drain them dry. HEB will, you know, my HEB will dry, you know, stay open. It's my Costco's, my Sam's Clubs, my Sprouts, you know, all the other food stores will make it, but Walmart, bro, they're all getting shut down, because I know what's going on in there. I know already. I'm not stupid. So we're gonna get rid of Walmarts and Trump. The more you do this for me, I'm gonna give you some money for it too. Okay, I'm not gonna give you billions. I'm not gonna give you millions and 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 millions either. But I'm gonna give you money for it. Okay, because that means a lot to me. That in Europe, same thing with you too. If I see you distributing, as soon as I see the best medicines that we got in Europe come to America, and we become one as a family in a European nation. You know, America will be a European nation. It won't just be America, the four founders. It'll be a European nation. You know, and everyone's gonna love our swag, our ways, our food's better, our medicine's better. We get treated better. You know, everybody's more calm, more humble, more chill, but also fun. You know, they're just more advanced. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know what they're doing. Like King, you know, just like King. No wonder he's from Europe. You know, that's what they're gonna say. No wonder he's a chosen. God damn it, you know, they're gonna say all this good stuff. And then when I see my organic foods getting replaced in HEB and Sprouts and, you know, Sam's Club, and I see my farms happier, my lands, my animals, and just thriving, and yeah, we're still gonna have ICE. Yeah, we're still gonna have to, you know, get cartels and lock up government officials here and there. You know, a lot. There's gonna be a lot of them. Not everybody, but there's gonna be a lot of them. There aren't gonna be like 100. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be more than 100. But once we get, you know, got to continue to drain the swamp, man. If you keep doing what you're doing, Trump, you ain't gonna have no problems, man. You'll get paid for it too, and everyone will say, "Damn, we thought we were gonna lose him. You know, we thought this, but he ended up following King's, you know, rules, and look, our nation is really good now because of him, because of King, bro." And, you know, thank God Trump's not on his high horse and not full of ego and pride no more, you know. And if he did what he did in his past, we don't even give a fuck. Look what he's done for this nation. Yeah, he was one bad motherfucking pickle. He was. But yeah, I think he redeemed himself. What do y'all think? I'm gonna be like, what do you think? Let him make it. I'll be like, yeah, let's let him make it. Yeah, you good, Trump. That's all it's gonna. Ain't no threats. Nobody's threatening you. Nobody's doing that. You know what I'm saying? No. But you do know the Clintons gotta go, the Obamas, and a few others after them. Elon's gotta go. You know, Apple's gotta go. Samsung's got my Samsung. It's gotta thrive because I'm the CEO of Samsung too. And the co-founder, he's the co-founder. But I'm the CEO of Samsung. I'm gonna make sure Samsung thrives, bro. Just like the way Apple was thriving, Samsung's gonna thrive. Samsung's gonna be my number one uh, phone brand out there. I got another one called Nothing, because I like the guy that I like that Chinese dude. He seemed like a underdog like me. Like I saw a lot of passion in him and drive. And I was like, you know what? I'll invest in you, bro. I like how your phone lights up and shit. And I was like, but if you follow this, you know, like I'm telling you, your phone, and then I bless you and you have my blessing, and you know, you take your time and don't rush it, your phone will be one badass phone too, you know, that we make, you know. I'm not saying it's gonna take over Samsung or none of that. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be another good brand out there. You know what I'm saying? It'll be more like a arcade phone, more like entertainment phone compared to a luxurious phone, more AI, more like Samsung is, more because they're more luxurious now. Samsung is stepping up, like I told you, they're stepping up. And I'm not telling them they gotta step it up every fucking month, but hey, they making good phones now, like I told you they would. Like I told you I was. Like I am. I told you. You know. Later on years, our phone's gonna be see-through and shit. Like I know mine is. Or mine already is once I get my hands on it. Like Iron Man. You know, I have a watch, push a button, and then the fucking phone will come out and I'll talk to it. YouTube, download, play song on YouTube, this song, you know, or I have a hologram of a world leader on the opposite side of the world. I'll be like, hologram, president of Ukraine. Dude. What's up, King? What's up, doggy? What are you doing? Nothing. Just striking Russia. Already. Over and out. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, I'm gonna have the best of the best of the best of the best fucking technology, and then everybody else after me will have some nice fucking toys too. I like mine, but they gonna have some really nice fucking toys. They gonna be more than happy. I'll tell you that. More than fucking happy. They gonna be like, remember 10 years ago that Samsung 15 was out? Now look at this motherfucker, dog. I know Kings, but shit, this phone right here, dog, and everyone gets to have a chance to buy this phone. Shit. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make everybody happy, dog. All my people are gonna be very happy. So let's link up, EU, America, become family, you know, family. I want America to feel like it's Europe, and I want Europe to feel like America's Europe. You know, I want to be able to have full, you know, traveling to Europe to America from here on out. You know, no problems, you know, shipping wise, air wise, you know, no problems from here on out. We're going to help each other out with terrorism. We're going to help each other out with military weapons, you know, medicines, foods, you know, accessories, metals if we need metals. You know, we're going to help each other out with accessories, you know, supplies. Cars, I already know we did deals with cars. But I know that Europe has Porsches and Ferraris and all the foreign cars, but we're gonna have to only send like the grade B's, and you know, like don't send the grade A's, not yet. Like don't send, excuse me, don't, my nose itches. Don't send like a shitload of the top-notch fucking badass cars. The very best, you know what I'm saying? Save me a couple of the very best Maybachs, the very best. Save me those, you know. I want to have the very best, very fucking best, the ones that nobody has. Save me, you know, quite a bit of those, you know, different colors, beautiful colors, you know, beautiful interior and rims, you know, and then the rest after that, I don't care. Just save me the very fucking best that you got. Save it for me. Save it. I'll buy it. It's already bought, but just save it for me. Save it for me there, or when you see that it's safe to bring it over here, bring them over here. When I have freedom and I have my money in hand and I'm at the promised land, or I'm making, government moves with government officials and shit. I know I'm gonna need armored trucks and Cadillacs and all that shit, but I ain't scared of riding a Lambo and shit, or Maybach by myself, with shorties and with my kids, or riding around with all my homies, my other sports cars, cruising down Cali and shit, Cali Beach, Florida Beach, going to my condos or skyscrapers, apartments, mansions, whatever. Riding. Just we got a beautiful future ahead of us, people. Beautiful. So stop thinking it's all doom and gloom and everything's hard, because it's not. Always find solutions. And remember, if it takes 5 niggas to jump on one, chances are you gotta focus on those 5 niggas. Because why does it take 5 to jump on one? Especially if you know nothing but good things about that one, or never heard any bad things about that one until these flying 5-ass monkeys came. So anyways, I'm gonna end this video. God damn it, because I did good. I did great. So yeah, much love. Be grateful every day you wake up, and because we got a bright, beautiful future ahead of us, man. Things are falling in place, and the more justice I get, people, the faster we get to the top. So if anybody ain't riding with my ways, my thoughts, my ideas, fire them. Fire them. Replace them with somebody that is. Because all they gonna do is hate. If they're hating now, they're gonna hate later. So fire them, replace them. Because they're lazy. They don't want this world to be happy. They don't even want you to be happy if they're giving you hell. So just fire them, replace them. And I'll pay for them to be for the new one. Don't worry, excuse me. Damn, my nose itches. So don't worry about, the new cop, hire new cops here, there, everywhere. Don't worry about, even if we have to fire judges, lawyers, doctors, nurses, and they're never going to work at those jobs again. Never. Because they don't agree with the New World Order. They don't agree with goodness. They don't agree with prosperity. They don't agree with people smiling. They don't agree with people happy. They don't agree with nice things. They don't even agree with good vibes. They don't even agree with happiness. They don't even agree if you shine. They don't even agree if you prosper. Why? Because they don't want none of that. They don't want you to. But why? Because they're Satan's army, dog. So Fun. Alright? Deuce. I'm out.